Hey guys, this is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for Sunday, January 31st, last day of January. So, we are going to be talking about some Uranian energy that is quincunxing Mars-based energy that is moving forward into February for the first couple of weeks. And this is important to talk about. Uranian energy in Aries is going to quincunx Mars in Scorpio for quite some time. So, let's talk about what this means. I want to get really precise as we move forward into this energy shift that actually happened starting yesterday. So, Saturn in Sagittarius is going to trine Uranian energy in Aries. So, moving forward and changing perspectives is our greatest challenge, but adapting to the change can be even harder for some that are very regimented and psychologically caught in belief systems. So for some of you, what you may be caught in is the refusal to submit to the change that is coming, the change that is inevitable. And so it's almost like you're going to resist before the energy persists. And that's incredibly important. So for you, as Saturn is in Sagittarius, it is probably going to square off with Jupiter and Virgo. And that is because some of your regiments are caught in a spiral of doing the same thing over and over again that is actually self-defeating. And so for some of you, what you may face is the teachers may have a disagreement, because Jupiter is elevated teaching, and Saturn is teaching you about control, limitation, and restriction, and having humility, whereas Jupiter is teaching you how to create opportunity, create outcomes, and create expansion in your current base environment. They may be having a difficult conversation about mutable energy. And, the mutable energy is you have this overly optimistic energy having a conversation with extremely pessimistic energy. And these two are going at it, right? They're having a conversation, an extreme disagreement. And then what that does is pull you into, wow, do I want to move forward? If I do, this is the optimistic thinking I have, but I'm being pulled into this practical thinking, which is opposing this optimistic thinking. And so it can be very frustrating as you align yourself, with this energy. The highest form of this energy is, let's face it, this is futuristic thinking. This is the Sun and Aquarian thinking, sextiling Saturn and Sagittarius. This is about taking a look at your life from a broad perspective. This is about launching your life in a new direction and a new mindset and a new way of thinking. This is about generating opportunity from new perspectives, new concepts, and expansive boundary mindsets. So for some of you, conventional thinking is going to kick your ass in this energy as you release yourself from limiting belief systems. So, high vibration of this energy, Saturn, is in expansive, mutable energy. It is asking you to become pliable in energy. So for some of you that are fixating on controlling outcomes, you are going to get butt hurt. I'm going to be honest, butt hurt. Because, you know what? You suck. That's not the way the world goes. As we move forward, as we ascend, as we move away from Piscean thinking, as we move forward toward creating outcomes that create new belief systems, as we have this 3 years of Saturn sitting in Sagittarius, we're not about reinventing the same wheel. F that. We're about moving forward and creating a new, we're not even about creating the wheel anymore. Let's create a floating car that launches us, that doesn't even need the highways anymore, that's fuel efficient and runs off of, pig feces exhaust. Like, we're not about that, old mindset. And that's what we've got to embrace. Forward energy is going to change outcomes. And as we go through this expansive process, let's look at what may change and what may make you feel, areas that may make you feel not aligned with. Routines, mental attachments, freedom from oppressive relationships, collective mindsets, oppressive structures is the future. We are releasing ourselves from all of those particular situations. This is about expansion. Be you, be uniquely you, shine bright, give me your new perspective, give me your new outlook. This isn't about conforming. This isn't about joining a church and creating a collective mindset, or joining a organization and creating a collective mindset. This is about standing tall in, like, say you get into a firm, you get hired on at Microsoft. This is about Aquarius thinking in even Microsoft, right? This is about, hey, I know you have this button that created this outcome, but you know what? This is the future, and I see it, and I want to get you on board with it. And this is about meeting resistance in that, right? About accepting the fact that your futuristic thinking, it may be the way of the future, but people with old mindsets are going to resist you. Resistance is futile in this energy. This is like one of my favorite lines from, I think, Star Trek: The Next Generation. So, resistance lowers vibration, creates fear-based actions, and the desires to control others, suppress opinions that create forward movement, guys. Are you serious? Resistance is limiting. Resistance is smothering. Resistance is not the wave of the future and will not create beneficial results moving forward. So energy that clashes right now, let's talk about it, because as we're going to be experiencing this quincunx for quite some time, as we look at what we identify with, and as we look at how we want to stand out, as we look at how we want to individuate ourselves in perhaps how we lead or how we create recognition within the desired field that we're trying to develop leadership in. Capricorn thinking is going to oppose Aquarian thinking. They are opposites in a way. They actually stimulate each other, and they can have wonderful, encouraging conversations with each other. But let's get real. In this type of energy, it is about Aquarian thinking opposing Capricorn thinking. It is about futuristic thinking, out-of-the-box thinking, rebelling energy against controlling, organized, follow the rules, regimented thinking. Right now they're just clashing, and that's what you're feeling. So Capricorn thinking is predictability, security, traditional belief systems, responsibility, and reserved conservative viewpoints against, right, Aquarian thinking, which is unpredictability, freedom, and liberating energy, unique perspectives and ideas that you are formulating, belief systems that are highly futuristic, occult sciences, perhaps like the metaphysical realm is definitely challenging conservative religious beliefs. Exploring your potential instead of staying stuck, working that job where you just do the numbers and bring home that paycheck every month. Wandering energy, you're going to want to break free. You need to seek something that identifies you. You're not going to want to conform in this energy. Quirky and out of the box thinking against, going with the flow, fitting in, and things that, thinking that authority figures recognize and can identify with. You are challenging that. So we have two sides of the coin, and as we move forward, as we start to embrace our unique gifts, we start to challenge these two areas, and it will create a quincunx. It will create a quincunx for a matter of weeks, and we will start to align what we desire and how we passionately pursue it against this need to lead and be recognized and validated in the particular environments that we have cultivated for some time. Do we let that go? Do we let go that need for recognition? Do we let go that need for the fact that we have cultivated something for a long time and that we deserve proper compensation? Or do we embark on our own? Do we create, based on all of this life experience, something that is unique, something that we can implement as our future, and that we develop, and that we put faith in, and that we align ourselves with? It's such a crazy energy. It's gorgeous. Both energies have its own beauty, but both of them also have their own very negative energy source that you will be absolutely fighting in this energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again next week.